Saul is usually remembered as the jealous king who slowly lost his mind. But the biblical account gives his torment a far darker source. Immediately after the Spirit of the Lord comes upon David, the text says that the Spirit leaves Saul, and a harmful or evil spirit from the Lord begins to terrify him. Not from an enemy, not clearly from a demon, from the Lord. So did God actually send something evil to destroy Israel's first king? The sequence in 1 Samuel is too deliberate to ignore. Saul has already been rejected as king after repeatedly disobeying God. Samuel secretly anoints David, and the Spirit rushes upon the younger man. The very next sentence describes the opposite movement in Saul. Divine presence leaves him, and torment takes its place. The story presents this as more than an unexplained illness. Even Saul's servants identify the spirit as coming from God. They recommend music as relief, and the musician brought into the palace is David, the man already chosen to replace Saul. That may be the darkest twist in the scene. Saul does not know that the young man calming his mind has been anointed for his throne. Every time David plays the lyre and the spirit withdraws, Saul receives relief through the living evidence that his own reign is ending. But what exactly is this spirit? English translations disagree slightly. Some say evil spirit. Others use harmful, distressing, or tormenting. The Hebrew word can describe something morally evil, but it can also describe something disastrous, injurious, or miserable in its effect. That means the phrase does not automatically prove that God sent a demon with an evil character. One interpretation is that the spirit is an agent of judgment. In the world of the story, God remains sovereign even over the force that punishes Saul. The spirit is from the Lord because Saul's loss of protection and royal authority is not accidental. His torment marks the judgment already announced by Samuel. Another possibility is that the ancient writer is describing severe mental and emotional disturbance in theological language. Saul displays fear, violent jealousy, despair, paranoia, and sudden aggression. David's music brings temporary relief, which has led some readers to compare Saul's condition with depression or another mental disorder. But diagnosing a man from an ancient narrative is uncertain, and calling the spirit nothing more than illness creates another problem. The text repeatedly connects it to God and places it directly beside the transfer of the spirit to David. Later, the torment returns while David is playing. Saul grips a spear and tries to pin him to the wall. Music can calm him, but it cannot reverse the judgment or remove the fear growing inside him. Saul increasingly recognizes that David has what he has lost: divine favor, public love, military success, and eventually the kingdom itself. The passage never explains whether the spirit was a personal supernatural being, an inward affliction, or both, and it also does not say that God became evil. Its emphasis is more unsettling. The same divine sovereignty that empowered Saul could withdraw from him, and even his torment became part of the story's judgment. Saul was not simply a monster who hated David for no reason. He was a rejected king watching his replacement rise in front of him, sometimes lucid enough to love him, sometimes terrified enough to try to kill him. And the man sent to ease Saul's suffering was the same man whose presence made that suffering impossible to escape.